Let's shift into that audible exhale in this child's pose. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling out the mouth. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling out the mouth. We can slide the elbows back towards the knees. Feel for the shoulder blades sliding down from the ears. Creating space there to relax the shoulders and relax the heart. In this posture of child's pose, yogis sometimes call posture of complete surrender. Also connect to earth energy here a little bit more. Yogic mantra to connect to the earth. Jai Ma, Jai Ma, Jai Ma, Jai Ma. Victory to the mother, victory to Mother Earth. Lakshmi energy of earth, all the abundance nature provides. And when you're ready, let's slide those hands back by the knees, press the palms down, lift the torso up, rotate your head to look to the opposite side of the mat. Exhale, lay down, opposing neck stretch. Breathe here. Once again, you can feel your elbows and your shoulders slide down from your ears, creating space. Scan the body, see where there's any additional tension. Invite it to relax. As if you could just step out of your body and see yourself in this posture. You stepped out of your body, come back in. Okay, and then let's press our palms down, lift our torso up to rotate our head to center, reach our hips towards our heels and roll up through the spine, stacking one vertebra at a time. Let your head come up last. Let's do some shoulder and neck stretch next. So coming out of that child's pose, if you want to sit on your pillow or your blanket, you can, or just sit right on the ground. Grab your strap. And we'll start with shoulder flow first and then go into the next stretch. So we can slide our hands out a couple fist distance from the hips and start to roll the shoulders up to the ears and down. Inhale up, exhale down. You might even open and close the jaw, move the jaw side to side. Also feel for the hips to relax. And then let's do 4 sets of shoulder flow. So the shoulder blades slide down from the ears. Let's inhale, bring the strap up overhead. Feel the shoulder blades slide down the back, and exhale, bring the strap behind you. Walk the hands further out if you need, and then inhale, coming back up. So I encourage, as we do these next 3 rounds, you can just check in on your shoulder blades and keep guiding those shoulder blades in towards the spine as you're moving your arms. And notice if one arm is tending to want to lead the motion, invite both arms to move at the same time, especially if one shoulder maybe feels tighter than the other. Note of that. Okay, and then that strap comes down in front of you. Let's set it on the lap. Let's bring our palms to face up. Take a moment to close your physical eyes and feel for your ears drawing back over your shoulders, and feel for your shoulders drawing over your hips. And you might even adjust the pelvis a little bit to feel your ears, your shoulders, and your hips stack. Let's move into neck release next. So reach your right arm up overhead, hold on to the left side of your head, and gently draw your head to the right. Feel your shoulders slide down the back. If you'd like to add on to this, reach your left arm out to the side, rotate the left thumb down, and let your left fingertips touch your right hip. And guide breath into this space where your hands are connected to the body. You could add that movement looking to the sky and to the earth. And really good here as we start to bring more movement in. Are you able to still feel those shoulders and hips and ears stay in alignment? Okay, let's exhale. Bring the right hand to the right side of the head. Really cradle the head as you inhale. Bring your head to center. Exhale, release the arms down. You might even do that little shake, shaking the arms down. Let's go to the second side. Start with the palms facing up. Close your physical eyes. And again, realign your ears with your shoulders with your ears, and your shoulders and ears with your hips. You might kind of feel your body shift to the front and the back of your sit bones as you feel for that alignment. So with that left arm reaching over the top of the head and gently drawing your head to the left for that next stretch. If you're adding on, reach the right arm out to the side, rotate the thumb down, and let your right hand touch your left hip or back pocket. First, breathing into this space where your hands are connected to your body. And then start to move the head to the sky and to the earth very slowly, pausing where there's a new stretch. Also, with the idea that the ears, shoulders, and hips stay in alignment. And then let's bring that left hand to the left side of your head, really cradle the head, and then use that left hand to inhale, bring your head back to center, release those arms down, and shake those arms down like you're shaking water off them. Okay, let's switch opposite leg and front, and we're gonna just do a Gomukhasana arm before we go into reclined mountain. So slide your hands out from your hips again. Holding the strap, inhale, bring your strap up overhead and slide your shoulder blades down the back. Let's press the right palm down and then reach the left palm up. And then let's switch, press the left palm down, reach the right palm up. And then this next one will go into Gomukhasana. So right palm down, left palm up. Pat your upper back with your left hand. Maybe touch that right hand to the left elbow to stay, or we repeat, extend the right arm out, right thumb down, and grab the bottom of the strap. Use that right hand to pull down on the strap. Walk the right hand up the strap as many times as you need. If the hands come close enough, you could extend your index fingers and feel if they can touch behind your back. If it feels restorative to interlace the fingers all the way, go for it. And as we breathe into the center of the chest and the shoulder blades, feel once again the shoulder blades drop into the spine and the ears, shoulders, hips stack. If you feel any tension coming into the jaw or neck, you can move your head side to side, bob your head in a yes motion, open and close the jaw. Okay, and then when you're ready, release the right arm down, release the left arm down, shake it out. And then we're going to set up just for that second side. So bring that strap in front of you again. Maybe shift on your sit bones if you feel any tightness in the lower back. Slide your hands out a couple distance from your hips. And then from here, when you're ready, inhale, reach your arms up again. And then let's exhale, press the left palm down, reach the right arm up. And then pat your upper back with your right hand. That left hand can touch the right elbow to stay, or lower your left arm down, rotate the left thumb down and grab the bottom of your strap. Down on the strap, walk up the strap. And maybe extend those index fingers, see if they touch. If not, don't worry about it. Wrap your shoulder blades in towards the spine. And feel your ears, shoulders, and hips align. You open and close that jaw again, or gently move your head from side to side. Try a few more breaths, focusing on breathing into the chest and the heart space. And then when you're ready, you can release the bottom arm and release the top arm. Keep those arms out again. Exhaling out. Okay, let's set up for mountain pose. So we set the strap to the side. Grab your 2 pillows if you'd like. Stack them underneath your knees and your hamstrings. And then grab your 2 blocks for underneath your head and your shoulder blades. Bring those legs up on top of those pillows. And then line up your shoulder blades and your head. Shift around however you need to. Feel as much of your shoulder blades supported on that block. Feel your head relax on that top block. You might even lift your hips up, lengthen your tailbone, and set your pelvis back down. Feel a slight internal rotation with the legs, femurs, knees, sacrum. Then let's bring our breath to our diaphragm, focusing at the diaphragm. Place a hand over the diaphragm if you'd like, just below the rib cage. Really feeling that rise, expansion as you inhale, softening on your exhale. Then connecting to that movement or guiding that movement of the diaphragm down from the rib cage down towards the belly, hips. Letting that breath in the diaphragm feel like a 3D experience, expanding to the front, side, back, above and below. Maybe even past the outer edges of your body, breathing into that space as well. You want to bring the breath more inward, focus on breathing into your spine, through the spine from your tail to the base of skull or center of brain, and then back down. At base of skull, center the brain to your skull. As you might start to feel your body relax even more, you can gently move your head from side to side, massaging out the back of the head, the base of the skull. Eventually coming back to neutral. If it feels good on your shoulders, you can reach your hands back to touch that block underneath your head and bring those elbows to point up towards the sky. If that's too much on your neck and shoulders, bring the arms back down to your sides, but continue to focus on breathing into that diaphragm. Inviting, inhaling through the nose and exhaling out the mouth. Then if your arms are reaching back, just gently bring those arms to your side, hands by your side. And let's start to wiggle those fingers and those toes. Rotate those wrists and the ankles. Find your way back to stillness. We'll go to fetal position right coming out of this. So let your right leg lead, let your left leg follow, roll to your right side, catch yourself on your right arm, fetal position. And then pressing those palms down, reach your hips to the ground, slowly come up to seated, let your head come up fast. Okay. Let's go into half bow next, and I'll let you choose if you want to put that support, that pillow underneath the front of your pelvis for half bow. Demo that, and then if you want that cushion underneath your head, like your blanket or a small pillow, just bring it towards the front. The mat, that pillow again can just give you a nice opening in your sacrum, especially if the pelvis tends to be more of a posterior tilt. and help you come back into an anterior tilt. Might relieve any pressure in the sacrum. If you tend to have already that anterior tilt where the hips, the glutes kind of stick back a little bit, pillow underneath the pelvis may not be what you want to do today. So feel that out for your own body. Have your strap close. We'll use that in a moment. Either resting your forehead on the ground or resting on one cheek. Let's feel for our diaphragm breath here again. And you might internally rotate those legs, toes in, thighs in, widening, still able to widen your sacrum while you're here. And feel for the earth. You can bring back that mantra, Jai Ma, Jai Ma, Jai Ma. Victory to the mother, victory to Mother Earth. Thank you for all the abundance. Jai Lakshmi. Maybe just staying here for a few moments, belly down feels good. If you'd like to go into bow, let's start with the left side first. So it might feel easier just to roll onto your right side and place that strap around the left foot and then come back onto your belly. Head on right forearm, or bring that forearm to the side, half cactus. You're also bringing that shoulder stretch, holding strap near left foot, or actually holding the left foot. Just like we were lengthening our tailbone earlier. Feel as if you could lengthen your pubic bone down into the floor. Just notice if your pubic bone is lifting away from the floor. Could you soften it or lengthen it down to the earth? Breathe into the belly. Just feel again how you could line up your ears, your shoulders, and your hips, physically or energetically. And then we can add that kick back, kicking that left foot back into hand or strap. The thigh doesn't have to lift up, but if it feels okay for your lower back, go for it. I would just check in. Did the pubic bone lift away from the mat? If it did, I would continue to lengthen the pubic bone to the ground so we don't get compression in the lumbar spine. If your thigh lifted, if you're still there, let's exhale, bring your left heel to hip. And then slowly slide that strap off your left foot. Shake out that left leg, wiggle your hips. Maybe feel your pubic bone rock along the floor before we go to the right side. Place your strap around your right foot. Your left forearm could be underneath your head or do that half cactus. Right hand can reach back for a foot or strap near foot. And then feel for your inner thighs. You can feel for your inner thighs touching. And then notice if your pubic bone lifted away from the floor. Relaxing it down. Look for more space in that lower spine. And then we can kick the right foot back into the right hand. Maybe that right thigh lifts, but again, notice if the pubic bone lifted away from the floor, so you can bring your pubic bone back down into the ground. Breathe into your diaphragm. And then let's exhale, bring our right heel towards our right hip, and then slowly slide that strap off of your right foot. Extend your right leg. Hands can stack underneath the forehead, or maybe it's holding opposite elbow. Rotate your big 10 toes in, your heels out, gently rocking from side to side. And maybe feeling your pubic bone rock along the floor again. Okay, we're either gonna roll to fetal position, either side, or slide your hands back outside the chest and slide your hips back to your heels. Another child's pose opportunity. Forehead can come to the ground if you're child's posing, or stack the fists underneath your forehead. And here, feel your ears, your shoulders, and your hips physically or energetically aligned, maybe both. And breathing still into that diaphragm. Feel your diaphragm move as you breathe. All right, let's press our palms down, reach our hips to the ground, and slowly come up to seated. Let your head come up last. And we're going to set up for supported bridge, and then we'll go into some Padangusthasana after that. So go ahead and move your blanket towards the back of the mat if you like that extra cushion. And then have your block near you. We're going to start. Strap is near you as well. And we're going to start on the back with our knees up. As you arrive onto your back, if you are using a cushion underneath your head, go ahead and feel your shoulder blades on the ground. But your head is supported. And you could extend those arms a little bit more too. Touching your heels, your hands. Okay, and then come back to neutral if you're reaching those arms. Let's do 3 rounds of cat and cow pelvic tilt. So stick your tailbone out, feel your lower back peel away from the mat. You might even slide your hands underneath your pelvis to feel the space, and then slide your hands out if you slid them under. Lengthen your tailbone towards your heels. Your lower back widens on the mat. Try that a couple more times, nice and slow. It's like you're massaging out your sacrum on the ground. Okay, and then we can step into those feet and peel up that spine for low supported bridge on the first or second level with that block today. Rest your pelvis down. Once your pelvis is supported by that block, it can be an interesting feeling to feel for lining up your ears, your shoulders, and your hips in this gentle inversion. And maybe by doing that, you notice maybe in bridge where you tend to hold the bridge, the support. Try to shift that more into your feet without pushing into your neck. Feel for that diaphragm breath. Again, you could bring a hand over your diaphragm to actually feel that movement. And then choosing, does it feel better to extend your right leg up towards the sky, or does it feel better to extend your right leg out along the mat, so your right heel's down, more of that psoas stretch? Which feels better for you today? Maybe a little bit of both. Maybe this turns into a gentle movement of peeking to the sky and then extending to the earth, pausing when you need. If you are doing the leg movement, I would just only do a set of 3, keeping it gentle. Then when we're ready, we can do the same thing on the second side. Step the right foot onto the mat. Maybe extend the left leg to the sky or reach your left leg out along the mat, keeping the heel on the ground. Continuous movement when pausing when you need. We can bring those feet back to that bridge position. As we stay in this bridge position a few more moments, it doesn't put pressure on your knees. It feels good. You can find that Baddha Konasana, bringing your soles of your feet together, knees apart. Similar to having that pillow or bolster underneath the pelvis for bow pose. You want to make sure it's not compressing the bones of your sacrum, that there's still space. Maybe a few breaths here could feel nice. If you did go to Baddha Konasana, go ahead and draw your knees together. Feel those feet flat on the ground. Adjust them how you need to. Before we come out of it, let's line up our ears, our shoulders, and our hips, or feel that physical or energetic alignment. And then step into your feet, lift your pelvis off the block, and slowly massage your back down. And as you do today, you can gently rock from those feet, rocking forward and back. So you get a little traction here. Eventually, the whole back comes onto the ground. Optional windshield wiper knees very slowly. Center. Exhale, release. Center, exhale, release. Okay, and then from here, we can grab that strap and let's do some Padangusthasana, which is going to take us into Shavasana today. So let's start with the right leg going into the right foot going into the strap. Keep the shoulder blades relaxed down, so very loose with that strap around the foot. Repeat those ankle rotations, each direction, pressing through the heel and the sole of the foot. Feel that right heel, calf and hamstring pressing away from you. You could lower the right leg down just in line with the left knee and then pull on the strap to bring the right leg up to you. If that feels good to do a couple more times, go for it. And we're gonna do a few happy baby pose, half happy baby poses. So the right leg comes up, we'll bring the tails of the strap into the right hand. And then we can exhale, bend the right knee, thigh to the ground, outside the rib cage. And inhale, press that right leg straight towards the sky. And again, you can exhale, bend the right knee, thigh towards the ground. Inhale, extend. The next time, exhale, bending to that half happy baby, just slide that right ankle on top of the left thigh. You can bring the tails of the strap into the left hand and maybe very gently, without getting into the knee, pull down on the strap, only if it feels good and doesn't get into the knee. Keep your right foot crossed over your left thigh. Let's exhale, drop the left knee to the ground so your right sole of foot can touch the ground and your right knee points towards the sky. Now, this could feel really nice, this variation, or you might choose to press your right foot into the strap, extending the right leg straight across the body. Feel for your right hip to stack on top of the left. Feel gravity moving through your body to relax your shoulder blades into the ground. Feel your right heel, calf, and hamstring pressing to the wall in front of you, to the front side of your mat. Breath moving into that hip, moving into the spine. And then we can step into the left foot, roll back onto your back. Let's try the second side. So open the tails, step your left foot into the strap, bring your right foot down, and go into those ankle rotations again. Pressing through that left heel and ball mounted foot. Lifting and lowering felt good. Lower the left leg down in line with the right knee. Inhale, come back up. Take note if you're lifting and lowering the left leg. Can you keep your tailbone and sacrum relaxed down to the mat? After the third pass, bring your tails of your strap into your left hand. Let's do those 3 half happy babies. Exhale, bend your left knee so your left knee femur goes down to the ground. Inhale, extend your left leg straight. 2 more. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. And cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Gently bring the tails of the strap into your right hand. Pull down gently if that feels good. You need to adjust yourself on the mat at all. As we'll go into that twist and that leg extension do. Let's exhale, drop our knees to the right. Feel your left foot on the ground. Staying there, or you might move into extending your left leg foot into the strap for that twist, that deeper hip stretch, leg extension. Feel your left hip stack on top of your right. Feel how gravity can move through the body. Relaxing your shoulder blades into the earth. Feel breath moving through your spine. Then we'll slowly inhale, roll back onto the back, re-extend your left leg to the sky. Let's do a full happy baby before we come out of this. Step both feet into the straps, slide your feet outside your rib cage, bend your knees, thighs to the ground. Feel your tailbone, sacrum relax to the ground, and we can rock from side to side, massaging out the back. Need to do any other movements, leg extensions, twists. Bring them in now. Feel complete. Extend your legs, slide your feet together, remove that strap and bend your knees. Just think of any props that you might like to add for your Shavasana. Or maybe if you have that blanket behind your head or pillow, you toss it over your center of gravity to keep your body warm. So we'll start to move into that final resting space, Shavasana, corpse pose. Connect to that energy of the earth again. Feeling of gravity moving through the body. Especially in any areas of the body that feel tight, stiff, or achy, that maybe speak to you more frequently. Invite gravity to move through them. So into that deeper relaxation. Jai Ma, Jai Ma, Jai Ma, Jai Ma. Gratitude for another opportunity to be in this human experience. Resting. Continuing to feel your body resting. You become more aware of your breath, guiding your breath. You can start at the toes. Inhale, feel the breath rush up the front body to the top of the head. From that top of the head, exhaling down the back body to the soles of the feet. As you exhale, you audible exhale out. And very slowly moving, stretching, and rolling to your right side, fetal position. Your time coming up to seated. You can meet with your hands together in front of your heart. Or a hand over the heart, a hand to the earth. Connecting to your own inner Lakshmi, your own inner wisdom, your own inner abundance. Breathing into it. Thank you for sharing your practice today. Namaste.
Thank you.
You're so welcome.
Thanks.